find. Yo, I'll tell you, my Facebook Marketplace algorithm is so good. Like, I get stuff that is I just want all the time popping up without even me searching it. It's on like my homepage of Marketplace.
I'm concerned that if I ever do make more money, that I'm just gonna spend it on Facebook Marketplace. Me and my buddy, we were looking at it the other day. The most random things, I'd be like, I need that. Well, I need that.
Some of these, like a lot of like Japanese import cars or something like that are starting to show up on my Marketplace or whatever, because it seems like the place where you can actually just sell that stuff without being a hassle. And but I'll tell you, the more and more I look at a lot of this stuff on Marketplace, I end up like maybe looking at more pictures of it, or maybe if I actually go check it out in person, you start looking at some of the stuff, you're like, I see why it's that price now. Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
Like
it's a rust bucket.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes they always.
But that's what Facebook Marketplace is for. It's for those rust buckets that you got to find somebody who wants to do a crazy build.
Well, tell me not. I mean, have you seen recently that car prices in used car markets really starting to drop again?
Yeah, they are.
Along with gas prices. How about gas here? Gas is under $3 here.
I'm premium guy.
I'm premium too. But
where are you getting gas for under $3? Under
no,
$4?
Regular gas is under $3. I don't get regular gas.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying
but I always see whenever we talk about like the gas thing, I always bring up instant premium because that's.
Regular gas yesterday was
$2.89 max.
Where are you seeing these gas prices?
that Gulf station that's right there.
This one here?
Yeah. Oh,
dude,
that's
they
right
charge like $5 for premium.
No, I pay mid-4s for premium or something like that.
By my house, I have a spot that's $409 cash, $415 credit.
Ugh, okay. Well, but anyways, with even gas prices coming down, car prices coming down, I'm starting to see like you can actually start finding some good stuff again.
Yeah.
On the used market. Like, I don't even know what, but there were, I saw stuff like RX-7s that were dropping in price, but I'm too worried that.
See, but those are going to be molested.
I know. I'm too nervous that some of these cars that you find on Marketplace, these are like the 6-owner cars.
Yeah.
Like
6.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
6 this year.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, man, I'm going to get screwed on any of this stuff. So then I was thinking.
It's a tricky game, man. It's a tricky game.
Have you ever, or do you know anyone that's ever bought anything off one of those like auction sites?
Yeah, I have a buddy who bought an FD off of Bring a Trailer.
Oh, an RX-7.
Yeah,
that's funny because we didn't plan that out. I
that's
mentioned
not
RX-7 and that, but like that was.
What's up, Nisco?
Yeah, that was a coincidence. But okay, so he bought off of what?
Bring a Trailer.
So like.
We watched that bid war. It was kind of crazy.
I was looking at some of these auction sites and Bring a Trailer and Cars and Bids and stuff like that, and like, is that the place to go for used cars?
If you want to find a mint car, and are willing to pay the little bit extra for it to be a mint car, 100%.
But who says that it's mint?
Well, you got to understand they go through a lot of inspections and everything when you go into that.
Oh, I guess what they get appraised and valued and all that good stuff.
Like this is not like Bring a Trailer is not going to be posting up rust buckets on there and selling them for $20,000, $30,000. Absolutely not.
So what? These are the guys who roll in and say, "I got this car for sale. I'm the original owner. I got all the service records."
You'll
and all
see
that.
a lot of those. You'll see a lot of low mile cars too, like really low, like anywhere from under $40,000 for a car that's in the 90s, which is wild.
So what's it like to buy off of those sites though?
It's a bidding war. It's like eBay.
But so for example, if you're taking a look at one of these ones that's sold or whatever it is, these this one right here, the 1974 Ford Bronco, that thing sold for $54,000.
Yeah,
I don't get it. So someone,
but look at it though, dude, it's mint.
No, but what I don't get is that they offer financing. Someone paid this cash. I don't get it.
That gets done through the bank. You gotta have money in your bank account. If you don't have the money to wire transfer right there, your sale's done.
No, but I'm saying, is it full value or can they take out a loan?
They can most likely take out a loan. I'm not, to be honest, I haven't personally gone and looked on here or even have gone to the point where I'm going to make a bid on here.
Hey, listen, if you could take out a loan on this stuff and they're connected with a bank in some sort, that's
something that we would have to do more research on when it comes down to the financing.
That's fine. If anyone's ever bought off these sites or let us know in the comments.
Let us know. I know my buddy did, but it was just straight out of his account.
Well, I mean, how good of the prices can you really find on those websites? Like,
it depends what you're looking for. It depends what's out there. It's also main thing. It depends what you're willing to spend.
Yeah,
if you're not willing to spend, if you want to, I'm not spending $20,000 on that when I could find it on Facebook Marketplace for $8,000.
Right,
you're a Facebook Marketplace guy.
But listen, if you're spending hours on end on Facebook Marketplace trying to find that gem, Could you just save all the time that you were looking for and just go onto these auction sites and still find it in?
100%.
But are you gonna walk away with that car for 13 grand, or are you gonna have to pay that premium for it? And it's gonna be 21 or something.
It depends on the car, and it also depends on who else is bidding. Like for me,
this one just caught my eye. This is a
for 14 grand. This is not worth it to me, but I love Preludes.
For the people who are not watching on YouTube, it's a 2000 Honda Prelude, and it's sold for 14 grand. And
man, how many? Look at the seats, like that. But
yeah, 5-speed
versus anything you find on Facebook Marketplace. You got the dash cracked, the seats are ripped, the motor's blown, or something's messed up with it. I'm trying to not curse over here. I'm sorry, guys, if I let one slip.
I'll tell you though, the H22A has one of the best VTEC crossovers that I've ever heard on any car, and I love the gearbox in those Honda Preludes.
I'm a big fan of the Prelude. If there is a Honda that I would really want to drive, it's going to be a Prelude.
Oh, you can make one of those look real good.
Yeah, but I can't fit in them, man.
No?
My uncle used to have...
it's a coupe. You have all the room.
Dude, my uncle had a 91 Prelude with the pop-up lights. Bro, it's tight.
For the listeners, Dowd's not that big.
No, stop it.
He's exaggerated.
I'm 6 feet. I'm a big guy.
He's like, I can't fit into a coupe. I can't fit into that.
No, I never said I can't fit into a coupe. I'm saying it's a toy. Why did you put the whole screen on?
But I don't know. So like that though, that's 14 grand. Like
you see, there's a wheel.
That's a good wheel.
That's a very nice wheel.
If you can do 14 grand on a Honda Prelude that you could buy on the Bring a Trailer auction, they have all the records, and that thing's it looked like it was in mint condition. I don't know the mileage on that particular one.
How much somebody's willing to spend when it comes down to Bring a Trailer.
Well, I think, is it worth it? I mean, that sold this year. That's a pretty good price.
That just sold.
You know, you find the real beat up ones with
how many miles are on
94,000. I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's a Honda. You really can't go wrong.
Yeah, if you were looking at similar stuff on Facebook, I think you're going to be paying what? Maybe just three grand less, and then you have a mystery vehicle?
It depends. If you got one that's been really beat, it could be 5 grand.
Right.
But when you have to go, say you want, I want the body to be mint. I want that, you're just setting yourself up to spend more than what that reserve was or that bid went for.
Oh, so if you have a reserve on these cars,
say if I put a reserve on the car and it doesn't get to that reserve, the no bids win.
And how much you have to pay to get that? Well, how much you have to pay to have a reserve on your car? You have to pay, obviously,
I think you probably have to pay when it comes down to the end with your fees. Mm-hmm. You know, you have a reserve and
Well, you have to pay for the reserve, so you have a safety net, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure how that works. It never sold on there.
But so any of these cars that have no reserve, it means when the auction ends,
that's it. Don't get me wrong. You got a lot of cars that. Look, where are we at? This is Facebook now?
Yeah, I think that's Facebook. Yeah. So
look, 5 grand.
Do the 11.9 on the 2001. Okay. Yeah, so the paint looks pretty okay on that car.
I'd love to know.
I think it's funny they could do the...
Well, this actually has 68K on here, too.
They could do the videos on this now on Facebook Marketplace, how you see the videos.
To be honest, it bothers me when it's on when you're on your phone doing it.
Yeah.
The mobile app does not work well for that.
Immediately, though, you see that it has a replaced front grille, replaced front bumper, it has different wheels, and even though the mileage is less than the one on Bring a Trailer or wherever that auction site
was full OEM, it would be worth more later
on. This is auto.
And that's auto.
So, this is what I'm saying. This is a desirable car.
That thing needs suspension so bad.
That thing is just not... or better tire fitment, because that thing looked really bad with tire fitment. But, they were asking close to 12 grand for that. Mm-hmm. And the one on Bring a Trailer sold for 2 grand more, completely stock, probably one owner, and all the paperwork. And
I'd take that over that.
I would pay up to 2 grand for that. Mm-hmm. But, that's just an example of, whatever. I did see a 944 I'd like to go back to, Max. But, you're
on Bring a Trailer.
For once in my life, I'm not looking for a car right now, but I'll take a car if it comes my way.
I'm always looking for a car.
You're looking.
I never.
But where are you looking?
I got to nut up and shut up. I'm looking everywhere. It could be anywhere.
Would you consider?
This thing is sick.
Would you consider buying off a auction site?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I would if I was looking. Another thing is too, if I'm buying off of an auction site, I'm looking for something specific.
Does it give you the heebie-jeebies that you won't be able to see the car in person first or something like that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, that 100%. But I do like that Cayenne, though.
This is what you want?
Yeah, that would be a nice daily. I whip that around for a daily.
Yeah. Even with that exterior? has a bit of a odd wrap going on it or something.
Dude, that's an old Rothman's livery, dude. That was on the 959.
Yeah, but it wasn't on a Cayenne.
That doesn't matter. I think that's cool.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. All right, so I get it. They're paying homage. To that type of.
It's a homage.
Yeah. But when I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and I was seeing that prices were starting to come down on some of these cars, I was like, man, they said that this was coming for a while.
It's been a while. What they need to really do is lower those interest rates on financing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's probably what's holding me back from buying something right now.
What are they at right now? Last I checked, they were like 7.
I think it's at 8% right now, just under 8, and
that's
it's just
a lot, man.
It's the prices might be good, but I just feel like why am I going to throw away money to finance something and spend 8% when by next year, hopefully.
Well, that's because you're looking for something relatively new, right?
I'm looking for something newer, just to daily around. Like a B9 S5 would be great. That'd be a solid daily, just tune and some wheels and suspension, and that thing will be gone. But then I also have like a lot of different things, and I'm like, oh, maybe I get a Lexus GX, and then I'll lift it and daily that, and then I could go buy like a 944 Porsche and have a project car.
Dude, but not even that. But this thing sold for less than $13,000.
I know, and you go and see these things beat up on Facebook Marketplace for 15.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Because 4 or 5 years ago, you could
look, that thing's got 57,000 miles on it.
Dude, 4 years ago, these things were going for $8,000.
You could buy that for $5,000 to $8,000.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
It's only gonna get. They're only gonna. Oh, and it's manual, dude. Oh my
That's
God.
a mint car. See, so what we're looking at is a 1985 Porsche 944. It's a 5-speed.
It's not a turbo. Don't get me wrong. But
this thing
that
sold
has big potential
for under $13,000. With how many miles?
57.
That's
right?
I mean that's nice. That thing looks really in great condition.
Like there's no rust on the body. The rear window is not broken.
I think I've been sleeping on the auction website. Man.
I think you have been too, because you're too invested in that Facebook Marketplace.
Well, I like the idea of the local area being able to go and drive and take a look at the car. I like that.
Like if you were to sell that Mazda Miata, the Speed 3, bro, I'd put it directly on one of those sites. Because you'll find that Mazda guy who's on the other side of the world.
I think my Miata could make it to one of these sites. My Speed 3 is in a little bit worse condition.
I meant the Miata.
The Miata could make it to one of these sites. Yeah,
if Speed 3 would be more of a Facebook Marketplace.
If I wanted to sell my Miata, I could probably put it on one of these things and see if I can get good. I'd be so scared though.
See, look, but this thing is a base. Look at this interior. At the body.
Oh, so now we're back on Marketplace right now. Yeah, we're looking at an 89 944.
But look at the seats.
Still a 5-speed, and they're wanting $10,000, and it's ratty.
To be honest, the body was actually pretty clean on that.
I don't know.
That's another thing too. You found that thing in white.
Yeah.
Everybody's got. You see these things in
red all day long.
Look, the thing's got a broken tail light.
Yeah.
Good luck finding one of those. Easy, at least.
Yeah, and then that thing sold for $3,000 more, and you have this mint, better color, better exterior.
Don't sleep on the auction sites.
Wow.
If you're looking for a legit gem, don't sleep on those auction sites.
It's really eye-opening to me because I don't particularly look on these, and the idea of an auction kind of makes me feel like I'm going to get pushed over my limit in terms of budget.
Again, that comes down to who you're in a bidding war with.
I know, it scares me.
Yeah, it's...
because also I'm normally pretty particular. If I have my eyes set on a particular car, I guess I'll be on these sites looking for a particular model, make, or whatever.
Daily right there.
Yeah, that's all you though.
I don't want a 350.
Max likes those too. He likes the wagons.
I need an E55. I need an AMG if it's gonna be a Benzo. Oh, hold on, right there, that E320. That sold for $20,000. Look at that thing is mint.
You know what I saw recently?
And it's a West Coast car.
Speaking of,
sorry, hold on, I'm drooling real quick.
This dude gave me the stuff. Go ahead.
No. What were you gonna say?
So I saw recently that speaking of AMG, that sometime in the 80s or something like that, Honda and AMG did a collaboration.
Yeah.
In I forgot what it was, like the African market or something like that.
It was not a U.S. thing.
No, it wasn't. But it was.
We would never see that.
There was like some kind of collaboration between like an AMG tuned, like it wasn't a Honda. It was a Honda Civic, but it was whatever they called it overseas.
I don't know what they call it overseas.
How weird is that?
It's extremely weird.
I'll tell you, if AMG stayed with Honda like that, oof, we would have got some great stuff.
Take it easy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy.
Look at it. See, that's
that looks like it's. Oh, that's so wrong.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's so wrong.
I don't remember what the model name for it though, but it's not a Civic, even though that's definitely a Civic. Yeah, look at that thing.
God.
Crazy. So at some point in the past, there was a 1980s.
Look, it's got the
market.
AMG badge on the spoiler, dude.
I know, it was legit. It's a real thing. Just completely off topic. If you guys didn't know, there are Honda AMG vehicles out there. Yeah, I can't even read what that says.
I'm trying to read a little bit, but I'm a little bit slow.
Ballad? Is that what it is?
Honda Ballad AMG.
Yeah.
South Africa exclusive. Imagine having one of those here. You'd be driving around, everybody like, look at this guy. He put an AMG badge
you would.
on his car.
So if you imported one of those into the States, you would look like a confused racer. Mm-hmm. You know, like you would look like you don't know which way is up.
I saw a meme the other day. It was an Audi, and it had the Audi grill, and it had two big Audi logos, a Mercedes logo in the middle, and then at the bottom it said GMC.
Oh,
I was just like, oh.
That guy's life mission is to piss you off.
Anyways.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. When are you gonna finally pull the trigger on this new car?
Okay, I gotta figure out what I want to do first.
What have you been looking at?
Again, like I said, I've been toying with the idea of doing a lifted GX build to daily around, and then maybe get something older, like an older Benz.
Ooh.
Or an S5 and have that as the fun car.
What's the plans for the GTI?
If anybody wants it, make me an offer.
Ooh, you hear
look at that! I'd daily this thing, dude. This
you would
290 GT. Oh, bro, I'd love that.
I would love it too. I'm not daily in it.
Look at that! It's so cool,
how much,
dude.
$30,000. Wow, that's
dude. It just sold for $30K. You can't go wrong.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this was on American Market. That's a left-hand drive. I wasn't expecting that.
This thing was also on, I think this is Bring a Trailer, because I saw this on it before when I was scrolling.
So it's a 93 Mercedes-Benz 290 GD.
So sick.
It looks like a little military vehicle.
So sick. I swear, if I had money, it'd be a problem. Because I wouldn't, everybody would be like, oh, you're going to buy a lot of exotics. No. I'd buy a lot of useless things like that.
Oh, I was telling Max that if I was ever like a rich guy,
I'd be buying the most useless things ever.
I said I would have the most iconic JDM garage in the world. I wouldn't do any Jay Leno crap or any of the big
look at
exotic
that Blazer
cars.
Extreme, bro.
Yeah, dude, I would just think about it. You could buy so many JDM cars or whatever, or just older tuner cars for the price of one exotic car.
See, for me, it would be all cars that I've ever wanted.
That's a big list.
Again, it's a very big list.
Big list.
A lot of it is also cars that you can get for under 20 grand.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine if I was a millionaire and I had that.
Oh, so we would be doing the same thing, which is nice.
Yeah.
I'd be doing the same thing.
Don't get me wrong. I'll have a few Porsches in the lineup and maybe one Ferrari.
Dude,
it would be like a 360. I wouldn't even want anything newer than that.
I would have a whole lineup of RX-8s and just random older cars.
Like that Impala would be in there. That Impala SS would be in my little thing.
That's what you want?
I love those.
Nah.
That Land Rover Defender would be in my thing. Oh, you got a Scirocco VR6.
Scirocco's are cool.
That would be there.
Yo,
that BMW M5.
These Corrados are really starting to appeal to me.
They're great, but
the body style is so nice, man.
Yeah, they're a headache though, from what I hear.
Yeah, just swap the engine.
This thing is pretty minty too, and this sold for what? $13.75. Get out of here. You guys are slacking, not going on here.
Yeah.
Best thing is, if it's a car that nobody even really wants or very desirable, you could probably get it for a steal on these things if there's no reserve.
Yeah, that's how I made out with my Speed 3. And Speed 3 is not really the most desirable car, and
that thing is solid though. It's fun.
It's solid, yeah. So that's why that was on my radar as a car that I wanted as a daily, because it's still pretty fun.
Whoa.
What are you looking at?
That 2004 Dodge Ram SRT 10 6-speed. Dude. Only sold for 30 grand, and it only had 24K on it. Bro,
I don't like those.
Sleeping.
That's not for me.
Nah, that thing is cool, man.
If I get a
V10 in that thing, dude.
I like the Ford Lightnings better.
Yeah, those are cooler, but that's more desirable.
I like the Toyota X-Runners better.
Dude, look at that thing. Look how big the shifter is.
Yeah, it's compensate for else.
Again, it's one of those things where it's I just think it's cool. I'd never own one, but
yeah,
somebody got that for 30 grand.
Well,
I think it's a little bit more than what I would spend on it, but either way.
That's not from those kind of trucks don't really appeal to me like that.
Look, that S2K with 40K on there. That's a collectible right there. My man got it for 33.
Yeah, but that sold for S2000 prices right there.
Yeah, but that also is in mint condition, never molested.
I think the white and the red interior is a really sought after thing. So You know.
I like that blue that I always see old ladies driving an S2K, and it's always the blue.
Yeah.
Always the blue with the tan interior.
Tan interior? It. Yeah.
I love it. But you always see like it's like a 60-year-old lady like like whipping it down. It's like, all right, that's great.
There's a part of me so bad that wants to potentially swap out the Miata for an S2000.
You got Max over there saying, do
yeah,
it.
Max would do it. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, I also like the Miata, man. Oh, look at that. Well, that's just a regular Z3, though.
Yeah,
so,
but either way, 22K on there.
Nah, I'd rather have an M Roadster, man. I can't do the regular Z3.
I get it. It's like me with AMG on the
Mercedes. I need the M Roadster.
Yeah, but imagine that with
that thing is mint, though. Wow.
Yeah, that thing. Look at it.
That thing is mint.
18.5.
Wow, that's overpriced. I wouldn't pay that. You can find those.
But I'm saying
you can find
that mint of condition though. That's where it comes in.
You can find the Z3s for good condition for like 12 grand.
I never look into them.
Yeah.
It's just a G320. It's nothing. It's not like a 55 or 63. But for 24K, that thing's pretty cool.
That thing is.
See, but the one thing with that G, like body style has not changed. The only thing you're really gonna see difference on that is probably like tech and like maybe like some bi-xenon lights and things as they got older. Well, yeah, you already knew where I was going.
Wow, that's for you. I can't believe you let that one slip away, man.
For 12.7.
Yeah, you could have get that. Come on.
Problem is I don't have a garage, man, and I'd feel so bad with letting this thing sit outside. That is nice. That's hardtop convertible right there.
I'll tell you though, after going back and forth looking at used cars and stuff like that. Also, one of the websites I normally use is like it's called Auto Tempest, and it's like it kind of searches among like all different used car websites like cars.com and cars.com, Car Guru, all that kind of stuff. It like takes in all the searches from all those websites.
What's that website?
It's called Auto Tempest, and it's pretty good. But like I'll tell you, the one thing it doesn't show on Auto Tempest is these auction sites.
Well, it's too hard to put those on there.
Right, and it doesn't show Marketplace either.
Yeah.
But, you know, so when I look for some of these used cars, man, I'm telling you, I really think that I think my next car that I look into might be off of an auction site. You know?
See, but this is where if I'm buying something off of an auction site, it's got to have a garage spot.
No, I mean, well, that
depends on what it is. Like if I'm buying this S2K off of I want a garage. Somebody's gonna steal it.
Yeah, well, maybe a Honda.
Yeah,
out here in New York,
it's a Honda.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I think that was pretty good.
I think it was pretty solid. Did you guys have fun with us today?
Yeah. If you guys have bought anything off of a auction site before, let us know your experience or how it went.
That Cayenne right there, that 2006, 6-speed.
What about the E46? That thing looks nice.
22,000 too. That's actually.
Yeah, I think it has probably high mileage. That's a M3 E46.
Pretty sure it's an automatic too.
The bid for this 22, which seems too low. So I don't know.
Seems low, but I think
it is a stick.
It is manual. I thought I just saw.
Interior looks great. Engine looks great.
That interior is not OEM though, which is okay with me. I don't think that color's OEM. Unless they did it, that would be, to be honest, that's actually pretty cool.
All right, well, if you guys are looking for a new car,
definitely check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have been, again, sleeping on some of these auction sites more than I should have because they kind of scare me, and I don't have enough knowledge on them, and I don't personally know anyone that's ever bought anything off of these before, so
if you want, I could get more info for you.
Yeah, I mean, just saying, and then like, you know, but I do think that if you're looking for that kind of gem of a car, whether it's going to be something you want to just have a great mint condition car or add it to your collection or start a project car with, seems like a pretty good option, right?
Yeah.
Instead of being like me and searching Facebook Marketplace for hours on end, expanding my radius.
Bought this for 40 grand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine you driving into work with that every day.
Yeah, your back would break on the streets.
Dude, I'd have so much fun with that in the HOV lane.
No. Get arrested. No one's stopping you.
Nobody's stopping me.
No.
Nobody stops me now.
All right, guys. Take care. Thank you for joining us. We do this every Wednesday.